Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learning English from Podcast. I'm Laura, and I'm so happy you're joining us today.
And I'm Mark. Thank you for being here with us again. We help you practice real, everyday English through natural and fun conversations.
That's right. And if you're enjoying our episodes, please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps our English learning community grow.
So, Laura, what delicious topic are we talking about today? Please tell me it involves food.
You're in luck, Mark. Today we're talking about everyone's favorite subject, food.
Yes, finally, a topic I can really sink my teeth into.
Nice pun. Today we'll learn how to talk about your favorite foods, describe taste and texture, and share your food experiences in English.
That sounds amazing. I always struggle to describe food in English. I know words like good and tasty, but I want to sound more interesting.
Perfect. That's exactly what we'll work on today. We'll learn natural phrases and expressions that native speakers use when talking about food.
I'm already hungry just thinking about it. Let's get started.
Before we dive in, let me ask you, what's your absolute favorite food?
Oh, that's hard. I have so many. But if I had to choose one, I'd say pizza. What about you?
I'm a big fan of Thai food, especially pad Thai. It has the perfect combination of sweet, sour, and savory flavors.
See, that's exactly what I want to learn, how to describe food like that. Combination of flavors sounds so much better than just saying it tastes good.
Don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll be describing food like a food critic. Let's start with the basics. Mark, let's help our listeners talk about their favorite foods. What's a simple way to start?
Well, you can simply say, my favorite food is pizza, or I love sushi.
Exactly. Those are perfect starter sentences. You can also say, I'm a big fan of Italian food, or I really enjoy Mexican cuisine.
Cuisine. That's a fancier word for food, right?
Yes, cuisine refers to a style of cooking from a particular country or region. For example, French cuisine, Chinese cuisine, or Mediterranean cuisine.
So I can say, I love Japanese cuisine instead of just I love Japanese food.
Both are correct, but cuisine sounds more sophisticated. Now, if you want to express a strong preference, you can say, I'm crazy about chocolate, or I can't get enough of pasta.
Can't get enough of I like that expression. It means you really love something.
Exactly. You can also say, I'm addicted to coffee, or I could eat tacos every day.
What if I want to talk about food I don't like?
Good question. You can say, I'm not a fan of spicy food, or I'm not really into seafood.
Not really into. That's a polite way to say you don't like something.
Yes, it's softer than saying, I hate it. You can also say, it's not my favorite, or it's not my thing.
Those are diplomatic ways to express dislike. Very useful.
Let's practice. Everyone listening, repeat after me. My favorite food is...
Now complete the sentence in your head with your actual favorite food. Mine is pizza.
Now try. I'm crazy about...
And one more, I'm not really into...
Great work. These simple phrases help you start any food conversation. Now let's learn how to describe how food tastes. This is where it gets interesting.
Okay, I know the basic words like sweet, salty, and sour. What else can I use?
Those are great basics. Let's expand your vocabulary. For sweet foods, you can say, it's sugary or it's deliciously sweet.
And for salty?
You can say, it's well seasoned or it's a bit too salty for my taste.
What about sour foods like lemons?
You can say, it's tangy or it has a sour kick to it. Tangy is a positive way to describe sourness.
Tangy, I like that word. What about bitter foods like coffee or dark chocolates?
You can say it has a bitter taste or it's rich and bitter. Some people love bitter flavors, others don't.
And spicy food, how do I describe that?
For spicy, you have many options. You can say it's hot, it's spicy, it has a kick to it, or it's burning my mouth.
Burning my mouth, that's what happens when I eat too much chili.
You can also say it's mildly spicy or it's extremely hot, depending on the level of spice.
What about savory foods? I hear that word a lot, but I'm not sure what it means.
Savory describes foods that aren't sweet. They have a rich, satisfying taste. Think of meat, cheese, or mushrooms. You can say it has a savory flavor, or it's deliciously savory.
So savory is almost like the opposite of sweet.
In a way, yes. Another useful word is umami. It describes a deep, meaty, rich flavor. It's actually one of the 5 basic tastes.
Umami, that's a Japanese word, right?
Yes, you might say, this soup has a great umami flavor, or it's rich and umami.
What about when food tastes fresh?
You can say it tastes fresh, it's light and fresh, or it has a fresh, clean taste.
And if food has no taste?
You can say it's bland, it's tasteless, or it lacks flavor.
Let's practice these. Repeat after me. This dish is deliciously sweet.
Now try. It has a tangy flavor.
Excellent. Now you can describe taste in much more detail.
Taste is important, but texture is equally important when describing food.
Texture means how food feels in your mouth, right?
Exactly. Let's start with crispy foods. You can say, the fries are nice and crispy, or I love the crispy texture.
Crispy is good. What about the opposite?
The opposite would be soft or soggy. You could say, these fries are too soggy, or the bread is nice and soft.
What about crunchy? Is that the same as crispy?
They're similar, but crunchy usually describes something that makes a loud sound when you bite it, like carrots or nuts. You can say, these cookies are wonderfully crunchy.
What about smooth foods like pudding or yogurt?
You can say, it has a smooth texture, or it's creamy and smooth, or silky smooth.
Creamy, that's a good word for rich, smooth foods.
Yes, you can say, this sauce is wonderfully creamy, or the ice cream is rich and creamy.
What about chewy foods like gummy candies or certain meats?
You can say, this steak is a bit chewy, or I love chewy cotties.
And tender. I hear that word with meat a lot.
Tender means soft and easy to cut or chew. You can say, the meat is perfectly tender, or it's so tender it melts in your mouth.
Melts in your mouth. That's a great expression.
It is. You can also say something is juicy. This burger is incredibly juicy, or the orange is sweet and juicy.
What about dry? That's usually negative, right?
Usually, yes. You can say, the chicken is a bit dry, or I need sauce because this is too dry.
What about sticky foods like honey or caramel?
You can say, it's sticky, it has a sticky texture, or it's gooey and sticky. Gooey means soft and sticky.
So many texture words. Let's practice. Everyone repeat. This bread is soft and fluffy.
Now try, the vegetables are fresh and crunchy.
And one more. This chocolate melts in your mouth.
Perfect. You're building a rich vocabulary for describing food. Let's move to a practical situation. Ordering food at a restaurant.
This is so useful. I always feel nervous ordering in English.
Don't worry. Let's start with looking at the menu. You can say, can I see the menu, please? Or, what do you recommend?
What do you recommend? That's a great question to ask the waiter.
Yes, they know the menu well. You can also ask, what's popular here? Or, what's your specialty?
And when I'm ready to order?
You can say, I'll have the pasta, please. Or, can I get the grilled salmon?
I'll have or can I get? Those are the key phrases.
Exactly. If you want to be more polite, you can say, I'd like the chicken, please. Or, could I have the soup?
What if I have questions about the dish?
You can ask, is this spicy? Does this come with vegetables? Or, what's in this dish?
Those are practical questions. What about dietary restrictions?
Very important. You can say, I'm vegetarian. What options do you have? Or, I'm allergic to nuts. Does this contain nuts?
And if I want to customize my order?
You can say, can I have it without onions? Or, can I get extra cheese on that?
What about drinks?
You can say, "I'll have water, please," or "Can I get a glass of wine?"
And when the food arrives and it looks good?
You can say, "This looks delicious," or "This smells amazing."
What if there's a problem with my order?
Stay polite. You can say, "Excuse me, I ordered the fish, not the chicken," or "This isn't what I ordered."
And when I'm finished and want to pay?
You can say, "Can I get the check, please?" Or "Could we have the bill?"
Let's practice ordering. Repeat. I'd like the pasta, please.
Now try, "What do you recommend?"
And one more. Can I get the check, please?
Great work. You're ready to order confidently in any restaurant. Now, let's talk about cooking at home. Mark, do you enjoy cooking?
I do, actually. Though I'm not very adventurous, I stick to simple recipes.
That's fine. You can say, "I enjoy cooking," or "I like to experiment in the kitchen."
Experiment in the kitchen. That sounds creative.
It does. You can also say, "I follow recipes," or "I cook by instinct."
Cook by instinct means you don't measure everything.
Exactly. You cook based on experience and feeling. Now, let's talk about cooking methods. You can say, "I'm grilling chicken," or "I'm baking a cake."
What are the main cooking methods?
Great question. You can grill, bake, roast, fry, boil, steam, or sauté. Each method is different.
Can you explain a few?
Sure, grilling means cooking over direct heat, usually outdoors. I'm grilling burgers for dinner.
And baking?
Baking is cooking in an oven. I'm baking cookies, or I baked bread this morning.
What about frying?
Frying means cooking in oil. You can deep fry or pan fry. I'm frying some eggs, or I deep fried the chicken.
And steaming?
Steaming is cooking with steam from boiling water. It's healthy. I'm steaming vegetables.
What about sauté?
Sauté means cooking quickly in a small amount of oil over high heat. I'm sautéing onions and garlic.
These are so useful. What if I want to describe my cooking skills?
You can say, "I'm a good cook," "I'm learning to cook," or "I'm not much of a cook."
What if I burnt something?
You can say, "I burnt the toast," or "I overcooked the pasta," or "I ruined dinner."
What about when something turns out well?
You can say, "It turned out great," or "I nailed it," or "It came out perfectly."
Nailed it. That's a confident expression.
It is. You can also say, "I'm proud of how it turned out."
Let's practice cooking vocabulary. Repeat. I'm baking a cake.
Now try, "I love experimenting in the kitchen."
And one more. It turned out perfectly.
Wonderful! You're sounding like a real chef now. Food isn't just about taste. It's about memories and experiences, too.
That's so true. Certain foods remind me of childhood.
Exactly. You can say, "This reminds me of my grandmother's cooking," or "This brings back childhood memories."
Brings back memories. That's a beautiful expression.
It is. Food is deeply connected to our emotions and past. You can also say, "My mom used to make this," or "This tastes just like home."
Tastes like home. I love that. It's so nostalgic.
What's a food memory you have, Mark?
When I was a kid, my dad would make pancakes every Sunday morning. They were thick and fluffy with maple syrup. The smell of those pancakes meant it was the weekend.
That's a wonderful memory. You just used great descriptive language. Thick and fluffy, maple syrup, the smell. Perfect.
Thanks. What about you, Laura? Any special food memories?
Yes. Every summer, my family would have barbecues in the backyard. We'd grill corn on the cob, burgers, and hot dogs. Everyone would gather around, and we'd eat outside under the stars.
That sounds amazing. Eating outdoors always makes food taste better somehow.
It does. You can say, everything tastes better outdoors, or there's something special about eating al fresco.
Al fresco. That means outdoors, right?
Yes, it's an Italian phrase that's used in English too. You can say, we're dining al fresco tonight.
What about first time trying new foods?
Good topic. You can say, I tried sushi for the first time last year. Or, the first time I tasted mango, I fell in love with it.
What if you didn't like it at first?
You can say, I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me. Or, it's an acquired taste.
Acquired taste. What does that mean?
It means something you learn to like over time, even though you didn't like it initially, like coffee or blue cheese.
That makes sense. Coffee was definitely an acquired taste for me.
Me too. What about food adventures? Trying something unusual?
Oh, I once tried fried insects in Thailand. That was adventurous.
Wow! How was it?
Actually, not bad. Crunchy and salty. You can say, I stepped out of my comfort zone, or I tried something adventurous.
Perfect phrases. You can also say, I'm adventurous with food, or I'll try anything once.
What if someone is not adventurous with food?
You can say, I'm a picky eater, I stick to what I know, or I'm cautious with new foods.
Let's practice talking about food memories. Repeat. This reminds me of my childhood.
Now try, I tried this for the first time last year.
And one more. It's an acquired taste.
Excellent. Food memories make the best stories. Let's talk about how food connects to culture. It's such a rich topic.
Food is culture, really. Every country has its traditional dishes.
Exactly. You can say, food is an important part of culture, or traditional dishes tell a story about a place.
What are some ways to talk about cultural foods?
You can say, paella is a traditional Spanish dish, or this is authentic Italian pizza.
Authentic means real and traditional, right?
Yes, it means made in the traditional way. You can also say, this tastes authentic, or it's not authentic, but it's still good.
What about fusion food? When you mix two cuisines?
Great point. You can say, this restaurant serves Asian fusion, or it's a fusion of Mexican and Korean flavors.
Fusion is popular now. People love creative combinations.
They do. You can also talk about street food. I love street food in Bangkok. Or street tacos are the best.
Street food is always delicious and affordable.
And authentic, too. You can say, you haven't experienced a culture until you've tried its street food.
What about comfort food? That's food that makes you feel good, right?
Exactly. Comfort food is familiar food that brings emotional satisfaction. You can say, mac and cheese is my comfort food, or nothing beats comfort food on a rainy day.
What's your comfort food, Laura?
Probably tomato soup with grilled cheese. It's warm, simple, and reminds me of being a kid. What about you?
Mine is mashed potatoes. Creamy, buttery mashed potatoes. They just make everything better.
That's a good one. You can also talk about holiday foods. We always have turkey on Thanksgiving. Or Christmas isn't complete without gingerbread cookies.
Food traditions are special. They bring families together.
They do. You can say food brings people together. Or sharing a meal creates connection.
That's beautiful. Food is more than just eating.
Exactly. It's about community, tradition and love.
Let's practice cultural food phrases. Repeat. This is a traditional dish from my country.
Now try, food is an important part of culture.
And one more. Sharing a meal brings people together.
Beautiful. You're expressing deep ideas about food now.
Let's learn how to give recommendations and reviews. This is useful for talking with friends or writing online.
I love reading restaurant reviews. How do I describe a great restaurant?
You can say, "This place is amazing," "The food is outstanding," or "I highly recommend this restaurant."
Outstanding. That's a strong word.
It is. You can also say, "The food is incredible," "Everything is delicious," or "You have to try this place."
What about describing the atmosphere?
Good question. You can say the atmosphere is cozy, it has a relaxed vibe, or the ambiance is romantic.
Ambiance means the mood or feeling of a place.
Exactly. You can also say it's a family-friendly place or it's perfect for a date night.
What about the service?
You can say the service is excellent, the staff is friendly and attentive, or they took great care of us.
And if something was negative?
Stay balanced. You can say the food was good but the service was slow, or it's a bit pricey but worth it.
What if I want to be more critical?
You can say it was disappointing, it didn't meet my expectations, or I wouldn't go back.
Those are honest, but not too harsh.
Right. You can also say it's overrated, meaning it's not as good as people say.
What about price?
You can say it's affordable, it's reasonably priced, it's expensive, or it's a bit overpriced.
And value for money?
You can say it's great value for money, you get what you pay for, or it's worth every penny.
Worth every penny means it's worth the price?
Exactly. Now let's talk about specific dishes. You can say the pasta is to die for, or you must try the chocolate cake.
To die for. That's an enthusiastic expression.
It is. It means extremely good. You can also say the steak is out of this world, or the dessert is heavenly.
These are all very positive. What if a dish is just okay?
You can say it was decent, it was okay, nothing special, or it was mediocre.
Let's practice reviews. Repeat. This restaurant is outstanding.
Now try, the atmosphere is cozy and romantic.
And one more. This dish is to die for.
Perfect. You can now give restaurant recommendations like a pro.
Before we finish, let's highlight 3 essential food phrases.
Great idea. First phrase, delicious. It means very tasty and enjoyable. Synonym, tasty, scrumptious. Example, this pasta is absolutely delicious.
Second phrase, savory. It describes rich, non-sweet flavors. Synonym, flavorful. Example, I prefer savory snacks over sweet ones.
Third phrase, comfort food. It means familiar food that provides emotional satisfaction. Synonym, soul food. Example, mac and cheese is my ultimate comfort food.
Perfect. Let's practice. Everyone repeat. This meal is delicious.
Now try, I love savory flavors.
And one more. Comfort food makes me feel happy.
Excellent work, everyone. These words will help you express yourself about food.
Mark, we've covered so much today, from describing taste and texture to sharing food memories and cultural connections.
It's been a delicious conversation, and I hope our listeners feel more confident talking about food in English now.
Remember, food is universal.
Everyone eats, everyone has favorite dishes, and everyone has food stories to share.
And now you have the vocabulary to share your stories in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Learning English from Podcast. We have many more tasty topics coming your way.
And leave a comment below. Tell us, what's your favorite food, and how would you describe it using today's vocabulary?
We're hungry to hear from you.
Nice one, Laura. We love reading your comments and hearing about your lives.
Nice one, Laura. We love reading your comments and hearing about your lives.
Because every new word you learn is like tasting something new. It expands your world.
One English phrase at a time, one delicious experience at a time.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode of Learning English from Podcast.
Keep learning, keep tasting, and keep enjoying life.